It's my honor to announce our next presenter. She serves as Executive Director of the Southwest Women's Law Center, a policy and advocate law center that focuses on advancing opportunities for women and girls in New Mexico. She's a former General Counsel and Deputy Cabinet Secretary in New Mexico State Government. She was selected as, oh my goodness, I'm missing a page. So, I'm going to have to stop there and just welcome Pamelya Herndon from the Southwest Women's Law Center.
What a great crowd, and it is a pleasure to be here with you today. We are Women United. 4 years ago, the Southwest Women's Law Center, in collaboration with other advocacy organizations, worked tirelessly to pass the Fair Pay for Women Act. And on March 13, 2013, that act became indelibly planted in history. And now, since it's one of the most important laws in New Mexico affecting women's economic security. Yes, indeed. I stand before you today encouraging you to use the benefits offered under that statute. The Fair Pay for Women Act is the only law in New Mexico that does not require a fee when you file your claim in any state district court. And you have two forms to file in, ladies and gentlemen. One before the Human Rights Commission and another going directly to the district courts. Today, there are 1,044,592 women in the state of New Mexico, comprising 51% of the state's population. Yes, indeed. It is time for us to stop asking for fair pay. The time has come, and the time is now for us to demand fair pay. Hispanic women in New Mexico are only making 55 cents to every dollar that a white man makes, while Native American women are making 54 cents to the dollar, and African American women are not doing much better. 36%, I want you to listen to this, 36% of the households in New Mexico are living below the poverty level, and 41%, or 193,000 of our state's children, live in single-parent households headed by a woman that is not being paid fairly. In 1970, a man by the name of Gil Scott-Heron wrote a hit song, and it was called "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised." But it is time for a women's revolution, but ladies, it will be televised. Sisters, you cannot stay home, close the doors, and pull down the window shades. You cannot plug in, turn on, or phase out on any given day. You cannot skip out for a latte during the commercials. We need every single woman in the state engaged in the economic revolution for women. We must reverse the trend of our children living in poverty, and the best way to improve those conditions is to improve the economic security for women, particularly those who are heading households with children. Are you listening, ladies? The women's revolution will be televised. Let's just start quickly by looking at a woman named Oprah Winfrey, who knocked out one of the most popular daytime male talk shows off the air. And this woman now brought topics to the television that had never been touched before in any great depth. For example, now there are real public discussions about why women were not getting promoted into high management level positions, and discussions about why there were no apprenticeship positions for women in areas that are well paid but were dominated by men. There were now discussions about women not getting 5 extra minutes to sit down or to have an extra bathroom break if they chose to work during their pregnancy. Oprah Winfrey used the power of television to say, the women's revolution will be televised. And now it's time to take it to the next level. Ellen Ochoa, the first Latina astronaut, has helped move this revolution to the next level. After helping to invent 3 patents related to optical inspection systems and after receiving her doctorate in electrical engineering, she said, "Pay me fairly and give me the job I deserve." She is currently the director of the Johnson Space Center. Then there is the local Native American woman by the name of Deborah Haaland, who has led the way for women to be recognized and paid fairly for all the talent and skills that we bring to the workplace. She is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, helping us lead this revolution to the next level. And let me tell you about 6 amazing women that I want you to know about. Alice Lorenz, Molly Schmidt-Nawara, Antonia Roybal-Mack, Angelica Hall, Kate Gerard, and Katie Ray, all who work with the team from the Southwest Women's Law Center, fighting for the right of women who work in state government who are not being paid fairly. Do you know that 62% of New Mexico's state workforce consists of women? And those 5 women that I just talked about are now taking their case to the Court of Appeals to say, pay women fairly. Although the state is saying that we are not bound by the Fair Pay for Women, we just say if the state doesn't pay women fairly, then how in the world can our children ever get out of poverty? So I just leave these last words with you. Some of you know that sometimes I'm on the morning show of KUNM's Train to Glory, and one of my favorite songs is Do Something. So whatever, some people clap your hands, some people stamp your feet, some people leap for joy, but whatever you do, do something and join me in the revolution for women's economic justice.